Hello, 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 hello. So today's episode of Rising Vibes will have 2006 Jack D, one of the top five guys on. So before we bring Jack D on, I need to let you guys know that today's episode of Rising Vibes is sponsored by Impact Interior Products. So Impact will provide anything for your interior needs. They do leather, fabric, vinyl, carpet for aircrafts, cars, boats, pretty much anything that you're going to have some interior in. Get at Impact for any of your interior product needs. This is their shirts, which I'm supposed to have on, but I just got in, so but I just wanted to make sure that we showed it. Now, if you need to contact Interior, you can if you need to contact Impact, you can follow them at Impact underscore IP on Instagram. If you need to contact them via phone, you can call them at 1-800-809-3155. So big shout out to Impact. They're one of the sponsors for the show. Also, if anybody else is looking to sponsor the show, just get at me. You could DM me, email me, call me, text me, send a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, whatever you want to do, and we will make it happen if you want to become a sponsor for the show. So like I said, today's guest is 2006 Jack D. Now, I will say, if you guys were at the Rick Ross car show over the weekend, those guys really had a ball. Like, everybody had a ball at the show. I had a ball myself. I was out working. I was networking. A lot of things. I want to talk about quite a few things after the show. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring Jack D on. Like I said, he's one of the guys from Florida with with yes, it was the bomb. You're absolutely right. Like, I had a ball. I won't even lie. Like, even though I was working, um,
What's
hey, sir,
happening?
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Oh man, listen, this has been a long time coming. I think you've been avoiding me for a long time.
I'm my bad. I had lost my mojo. I ain't had my mojo. That purple
What's
thing.
your mojo? What you mean you lost your mojo?
When I sold that purple thing, I was vert
Uh
sick.
huh.
You
What's
feel me?
vert
Dollar,
sick?
what's happening? Hey, Dollar, G want me and need me and you.
What's vert sick?
I was vert sick, man. No car to ride. Everybody pulling up the car shows, no car.
Well, first I want to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to me and answer the fans questions. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Cheese, what's happening?
All right. So I'll start off with one of my questions and then I'll get right into the fans' questions, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me how you got
Definitely.
started being into cars.
Oh, watching the big homies like Patch, Raw Rod, I used to be driving their cars when I was in high school. So it's like, I always wanted one, you feel me?
Hmm.
And then, especially when I was a jit, watching them Zopan.
So the first question that
Go ahead.
you said was ever since you were young.
Yeah, when I used to watch them Zopan niggas come through and all they donks holding up the Haitian flag. I used to be a jit like, well, one day when that gonna be me. You feel me?
I think that was a lot of us. Like, 'cause when I was young, my aunt used to have a 78 Monte Carlo, and I used to ask her to keep that car until I got old enough to drive for me to drive it.
Dang. She ain't keep it, I bet that.
No, she sold it. All right, so this was an interesting question, and like more than one person asked this question, so I guess I'll just go ahead and make this the first fan question. How did you come up with your color combo?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was an older nigga named Ghost that had it, and I just been watching it for the longest. And I was like, damn, when I heard it's for sale, cause I've been watching them build it, and I was like, man, I'm finna grab that shit though. Cause I always liked the
Hmm.
car since he was building it. And then one of my dog Gabo was to grab it. He was pump faking. And I was like, man, I told Gabo, I don't want to step on your toes now. Let me know if you don't want the car. And he was
Right.
like, man, Jack, I ain't paying that. I said, all right, say no more. and I stepped on the gas on it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So this is a great question. How do you feel about the price of how high the price of dunks is now? The parts, everything.
Hey, shit. Listen, if times ever get rough, we can sell it for the money that we needed. So I feel good about it.
You think you'll ever get the money out that you put into it?
Oh, you ain't, but
Hmm. Would you ever build another old school car? You breaking up a little bit. Say that for me one more time.
hold on, I say I'm building. I'm finna start building my other one. I got a brown one, a 1973.
That's a vert too.
Yeah, you know
What
I
you got
got.
against hard top?
I ain't got no problem with hard talk, but you know what I'm saying, when I cut through, I like to throw my hand up. You feel me? I don't want to be at. I don't want to be had to be like this. Look, you feel me? Like, hey, yo, boy, what's? You feel me? When a nigga ride, nigga to throw that hand up, nigga be like, yes sir. You feel me?
That's why y'all get a hard top guys so much trouble.
Yeah, and then you know, a nigga be wanting all that vitamin D, get all that melon cooked up in the sun and all that. You feel me?
Right.
And then you
Um.
know when you riding that vert, you gotta keep that. You know when you riding that vert, you gotta keep that bottle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that bottle. The sun be booming, beaming. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just when you're in that vert, when you ride it through, they be thinking you a star. They be taking pictures. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's stroking nigga eagle. One time in
Um.
Smallville, man. Yeah, that's
The
all
question
to it.
was the question was asked. Do you think now a lot of people build their car more for other people versus themselves?
Nah, I look at it, man. It's just the game is very competitive now, and you just don't want to get nitpicked. So people be saying we doing this for other niggas. No, we just don't want you to clown us. Like right now, you feel me?
Right.
It's competitive. Like you know what I'm saying? Your shit ain't real clean. Nigga can't park next to Nava and Dollar if my shit ain't clean. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
them boys gonna call me on the back. Hey, yo, tighten up on this here, boy. Boy, they gonna rise. You don't want to get ranked on.
Hmm.
That's all it's about.
Well, I do think as a person who's also building a car, I do think, I think people who build cars got to understand that different people are on different levels. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I may not have whatever to put into, I may not have 200 to put into a dump, but I'm still a car enthusiast and I still love cars. So
That
I'm
why
gonna act my way. I'm gonna build what I can.
that's why you take your time with it. It ain't no rush. You can't
Right.
rush greatness.
Right. Right.
Look, I got Don Julio sitting this going on 2 years. He dead on the side of the road. But I gotta get him right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So you've
Still
been
five.
building the other car for 2 years?
I ain't been building. I just put it on pause because you know my music man. He gave somebody the roof rack and they stole it from him. So he was like, Jack, chill. I'm gonna get you a whole nother roof rack. I'm gonna chrome it and turn it gold. So I was on pause on that. You feel me?
Right.
What's up, friends? So you know that now it's time for me to have both the best worlds, 7173. And so when I say I thought a nigga one verse said something, I can stand up behind it. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Um, speaking of what happened with your rack, right?
Yeah.
Do you have, well, you don't have to say names, of course, or if you want, you can. Do you have a horror story about when you were building your car, something that happened and you was like, oh man, I can't even believe this happened, other than the roof rack?
Um. Shit. Purple Rain. Shit. That's why I took the 4G autos off. Man, I'm stepping and I stepped on it. Bam! And I'm hitting the gas. And then lucky, it didn't happen to me. I was in front of Winwood. I showed out, smashed it. Then I hit the corner, and I'm driving slow. All the lug nuts broke off. I just seen the car going up and down. So I said, "Oh Lord, don't tell me." I thought it was a train track or something. but a whole rim came off. So I'm like, damn, lucky I was not hitting it. I'd have been dead. And I would have lost the whole car.
So all your lug nuts came. That
Yeah, because
you
it
think
got
somebody
adapters.
loosened them?
It got adapters back there. So with the 40 hours, I had to put adapters because I got the 8 9 inch rear end,
Uh huh.
so I had to put adapters so it could push out. And they always been telling me you got that power back there, and I snapped it. I really want to go back to Forgiatos, but man, look here, I don't want to go through that because I had to take it to the shop. Then you know what I'm saying, paint it and all that. That should be killing me. Shop prices ain't what they used to be back in the day now.
Yeah,
Especially when
that's
they
true.
especially when they hear you part of that top 5. Then oh yeah,
So
ain't no
you having to
pressure,
pay
Rose.
top
Whenever
five
you
prices.
want it.
So you having to pay top five prices, huh?
Yeah, cause they, you know what I'm saying. Them boys be popping their shit on the live, so people look at it, and then people know that we love our cars. So you feel me? So people know we,
Right.
we ain't gonna go half stepping. Shit, looking at them boys at the car show this weekend, I was like, hold up, boy, it's some shit I gotta go upgrade too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh. Oh yeah,
So
and that same day I bust my gas tank too. So when you know what I'm saying, when the car just sat on it, lucky the rim was there that the car ain't hit the floor. You feel me?
you just was having a bad day that day, huh?
I don't know, man. Yeah, that purple girl be acting up sometimes, man. I'm just happy she was acting a donkey in Atlanta, and I ain't had to come back and go to no shop. I'm glad that she ain't break down. She don't break down, but I'm just happy. You feel me?
What's your preference on motor?
I like both. I like supercharged and turbos. See, but
Mm-hmm.
see, I ain't really, cause I'm kind of scared of the turbos. Cause one time I hit the turbos and I hit two cars. I was stepping on brakes and I just hit boom, boom. I hit two cars. So I kind of like supercharged because I can handle it better. But I'm getting a little better with the turbos. I like
You
supercharged
hit
because I can
two
act
cars.
crazy right. I can act crazy right out the hole. And once I take my feet off gas, ain't no power. You feel me? With them turbos, it's still you gotta wait till it build down and all that. You feel me?
Back up. You say you hit two cars.
Two cars in that purple shit. I was crying. You should have seen me. After I hit the two cars, I wanted to cry. Like, damn, man, I gotta go back to the shop. It's a whole nother shit. You feel me? And
So
I
you
love
want to
the
worry
car
about
so
them,
much.
them other people's cars.
I had to pay. That's so crazy. I had to pay the people two cars. The turbos kicked in. When the turbos kicked in, I just went. I seen the bitch start going sideways. So now I'm trying to press brakes. The brakes locked up, and the bitch still going. I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm like, man, I ain't finna hit nobody crib. So I was like, man, let me hit these two cars. It'll slow me down. Bam, bam. It slowed me down. And I ain't gonna lie, when I hit the two people cars, I was just looking so sad. I drove off slow and go park the car to the warehouse. Then all the people come running to me like, hey, you hit our car? You hit our car? I just paid both of them. And then they overcharged me because they know what kind of car. They're like, yeah, oh yeah. And then, I ain't want to call police and all that there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to get hit with no SR22 and none of that. So I just did that. You feel me?
They said, why did your brakes lock up?
Shit, you fighting against because when the turbos come, like I told you, it's not supercharged with the power died. It still got to build down, so it's still you fighting against the hell. You feel me? The power.
Right.
Uh,
What's one thing that has outside of you hitting the two cars? What's one thing that happened with the car and you was just like, oh man, I'm done with this car. Outside of the hitting the two cars, what's one thing that happened with the car and you was just like, oh man, I'm done with this car. I can't do it no more. I'm done.
um, it was just really the when my shit kept going on limp mode, I was tired of that, man. My car kept going on limp mode every time I'm stepping on it. Every time I was stepping on it, like one time Nava and Dollar was racing, I'm trying to get in the race. I start stepping on the gas. My shit, just the gas pedal stopped working. I was like, damn, man, I'm about sick of this fuck ass car, man. I was ready to give it up. I'm like, man, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this limp mode. That shit was doing it to me on the highway and all. So now, Pros 20 got me right. They were like, man, let's take the electronical gas pedal and throttle body out that bitch. That bitch performing like it's supposed to. You feel me?
Right.
So that was the
So
best
let's
thing I
talk
did,
about top five.
and I
Let's
get a
get to
quicker
the top
response.
five questions. So, how did the top
Hey, look
five
at
come
Lynn talking
about?
about some big ass red shoes.
How did the top five come about?
You know, Dollar, it came up with Dollar and Nava. You know, they kept saying, man, you know, top five. Like, you know what I'm saying? People kept saying who they like as they top five. And them boys took off with them from there. You feel me?
Right.
Uh,
So, how did you get involved?
Cause people pick me. People, you know, cause it's like we all homies. So people start. It's just people are picking your car. So they're like certain people like your car. You know, I ain't
Lynn
make the.
said, Lynn, that's how.
Man, I ain't studying ball here. I ain't studying that fake ass Suge Knight, man. Suge Knight stopping all the people in Texas from selling turkey leg. That's why Suge Knight booming. But that was nigga now. That nigga ranked the shit out of me talking about I got African hair. Looking like rice.
So, my opinion on the top five, I think it's a great thing for the culture.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people kind of misconstrue it. That's my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you said, men, a lot of y'all, and women too, who build cars, they do it for the competitiveness or, just to be able to drive their cars because they're car enthusiasts.
Yeah, we do it for the
When the
competitive.
top five happens, I'm sorry, go ahead.
We do it for the competitive, man. We do it because we love our cars. You feel me?
Right.
And we want you to see, when you see our shit, you be like Lynn see my shit, he was like, boy, your car real pretty in person than on the ground. And I'm like, yes, sir. You feel me?
Right.
You don't want nobody
When
to
it
say,
first came about,
you don't want nobody to say, damn, that shit ugly, throw that shit in the garbage. That gonna kill your whole vibe.
well, let's just talk about that now, because I've been around cars for a long time. And so some of the cars that we see, and I know you've had this experience as well, some of the cars that you see, and you see them on pictures or, on video, and then when you see them in person, you be like, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Like I can say, out of my top five crew, I ain't seen nobody yet. Everybody look nice. I can say that.
No, not necessarily talking about you guys. I'm just saying we've all had that
Oh yeah,
experience where
yeah,
we
we
see
done
a
seen
car,
some of that. We done seen some of that.
how they put the filters on and make the paint look really, really good. And then when you see it in person, you like, oh man, that ain't it. That ain't it. That's not right. But back to the top five thing. So like when you guys started it, like when y'all first started doing the voting and stuff, I was like, oh man, this is dope for the culture. Cause even me and Dump Ride or Die, we were doing like verses. Cause I'm a G body
Yeah,
person. He's a dump person. So
yeah.
we did a verse. And I won, by the way, G Body's up one because I won the first verses.
Okay.
But I just think we got to do stuff to make the culture fun. What
You
I
gotta make
don't
it
like
fun.
is,
You feel me?
right. What I don't like is the people that be hating. Like, they always have something negative to say. I feel like if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
I got you, friends. Say that again.
I feel like if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
You right on that, man. Jack, I'm a gap lucky bro. See, Sleeves make it fun when he be sliding, when he be raking over Lucky. And you see how Coke and Lucky going through their little thing. They make it fun. You
Yeah.
feel me?
I feel like all of you guys go back and forth and y'all make it fun.
Yeah.
But I know y'all also see the what's your take? What's your take on the hate? Because I know you see it in comments.
What's that? I can't worry about a nigga hating. As long as a nigga tell me if they pick something in my car that ain't on point, all I'm gonna do is go get it right. That's it. So, I don't look at it hate. I just look at it, I had a fuck up. I gotta fix the fuck up. You feel me?
Right.
So that will make you a top five. You fuck something up or your shit break down, you ain't sitting at the shop 3, 4, 5 months. You feel me? We in it and we out. You feel me? We got to make a statement.
Right.
Like it's Memorial Weekend. We finna ride real good. Top down. We cut through South Beach, hanging out, playing the marching bands. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna have fun.
So, tell us about your experience at the car show this weekend. How did give
Man,
us the full recap on your experience?
Man, listen, I messed it up for myself. Cause I was vibing the whole day, right? That
Right.
Saturday, I'm vibing the whole day, right? So one of my dogs passed me an edible, and I'm like, man, I don't want to take this shit, man. He like, Jack, take it, you gonna vibe. So I took one edible. I'm like, man, this shit ain't doing nothing for me. So I took another edible, right? So I'm playing the music. I done seen Lynn them and da. So I go by my car, I call my dog. I'm like, hey, boy, I gotta go to the car, kid. I'm tripping. I said, boy, I'm hallucinating in here. I said, boy, I don't want to be on everybody. I don't want to be on everybody's camera. So I'm like, yo, man, I walk to the car. Because I see I see everything just turning. So now I'm in the car. I'm like, man, go get me some water. So now I'm in the car. I see I'm rocking. I'm like, Lord, don't tell me I came to Atlanta and die today. So I'm like, I'm tripping. I got all this jewelry on me. And I'm not funny, so I'm calling my dog Yang, and I'm like, Yang, come grab my jewelry. So I'm like, man, I need someone to drive the vert. So now I'm in the car running. So I'm looking at the car, I'm like, man, these niggas taking long. I want to drive the car. But I'm like, boy, I'm finna die if I drive this car, man. I'm fucked up. Then I'm gonna have to cut this nigga like 30 for fixing this car. So I cut the car off. Then I'm back hot. And now I cut the car back on. So now, hey, them niggas still ain't coming. I'm blowing both of them niggas' phone up. I'm like, yo, man, I'm tripping out here, man. I say, bruh, I'm not trying to be on everybody's Instagram. So while I'm in the car, I done took the edible. I want to get butt booty naked. So now I want to get butt booty naked and run the promised land. So I'm telling myself, hey, boy, no, boy. Well, we got to fight this here. I got to fight this. So the whole time, I'm telling my dog, man, just get me out this motherfucking promised land. That's all. I can wreck out anywhere else, but I'm not wrecking out on this promised land. I'm in the car. I'm drinking water. Every time I see my body finna lock up, I'm drinking water. And I'm like, Lord, please, what did I do wrong, man? I ain't never did no creep shit to nobody. Why I'm going through this? So now I keep calling niggas. I'm like, yo, man, I don't give a fuck what we do to get me out the promised land, bro. Bro, I feel like I'm hallucinating. I want to run out this shit butt booty naked, but I ain't trying to be on everybody's gram. So I say, damn. I see what them people be on. When them people be on Xanax, I see what they be going through. Because they be telling you, when I was in prison, they were telling me, Zoe, I just woke up and I seen I'm in jail. I say, damn, boy. All that came to my head. I'm like, boy, I see what them people are going through. I really had to fight myself. When I got to the crib, I'm still tripping. Then I looked up, I see my dog Yank girl. She talking about Jack Dick. You gonna be okay? I say, you for real? I feel like I'm gonna die. She said, you gonna be all right. I say, Crystal, you for real? I said, I feel like I'm gonna die, man. Lord, don't tell me I came to Atlanta and die.
So when I saw you, you must not have ate the edible because you was acting normal when I saw you.
The edible ain't kick in yet. Then I wake up the next morning, hey, go coach. Jack Dick, you missed it, man. We came out that bitch sideways. I was wondering where you was at. That's why Rico tried your shit. I said, bruh. So the next day, I'm thinking everybody gonna be in the street, so that's why I brought a vert out on the road. So I can make me a little bit of makeup time. But I made my little makeup time. But I know one thing. They better never ever pass me an edible again.
I'm glad you told me that story because those memes about edibles, now I know they're true.
What? Man, I thought I was dead. Listen, yeah. Edible got the best. It got the best out of me. Only thing, I was just happy I ain't run outside naked. That's the main thing. Cause boy, JB, I wanted to do it so bad. I'm talking about I want to take the shirt because it's like I was tripping. I'm like, yo, I wanted to take off the shirt because I'm too hot, but the AC blowing, and I'm like, man, I gotta run. Then I wanted to take everything off. I said, oh.
Listen, let me just tell you, if I had seen you,
if you would have came to the car, When the boys came to the car, they seen my eyes so red, and I just said, I'm dying, y'all. Nah, them Yank keep telling me eat. I said, how can I eat if this shit fucking with my stomach? Man, the only thing I can do is drink water.
Listen, if I had seen you running through the promised land.
Hey, that's the only thing. Listen, hey, KP, when I got up out the promised land, I put the seat back. I started acting more crazy. I'm turning around. Lord, I'm turning around. I said, I'm out the promised land. I don't give a fuck what I do now. Bitch can't put me on the ground.
Listen, when you said you wanted to run through there naked, I could just see you being on everybody's video.
She sleeping. I ain't even taking finger lanes. Hey, listen, that's all I was. I know a bitch was gonna say. One of them top 5 niggas done gooped out. Hey, KV, that's all I kept telling myself while I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it right. You should have seen it to the point. I put the seatbelt on just so I don't get out the car. I say, boy, I kept saying, Jack, you can't trip. And then when I look at my hands, I see my hands moving 1,000. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna die for real, boy. This shit real. Boy, the motherfuckers that get on edible, they the truth. Well, I will never get on the edible again. Then the next day I wake up. The next day I wake up, I'm trying to go down the stairs. I roll down the stairs. Brrr, I'm still dizzy. I say, damn. I said, bruh, I'm not doing. It's so crazy. My girl called me, so I ain't want my girl to go crazy, right? So I picked up with a lot of power. Yeah, babe, I'm all right, boy. I'm gonna call you right back. As soon as I hung up, I went to like, oh. So my family called me. So I don't want to have them panic because I'm out of town. So my people call me. I'm like, yeah, boy. I'm just a little drunk, but I'm gonna call y'all right back. I'm handling something right quick at the car, so knowing I'm in the car going crazy. Boy, I blew that nigga Yank phone up. I called that nigga Yank about 100 times. I say, yeah, man, come get a nigga, man. Yeah, come get a nigga. Yeah, say, boy. All I heard Yaya say, man, I'm coming to get you jury, but you ain't finna fuck up my weekend. That nigga Yaya say, I'm here with my wife, Jack Dick. You ain't finna fuck up my weekend, man. Y'all find a way to take that nigga to the hotel, take that nigga to the Airbnb.
Oh my God. So listen, I don't drink or smoke, right? Nothing. I don't do nothing. So people always be trying to give me edibles, but I be seeing them mean. But now I know I'll never do one because that story made me. I'm not doing it.
Man, I'm just happy that I was able to. I was 20% in my mind, and the 80% I wasn't, and that 20% right. I was fighting that shit the whole time. I was fighting it. I'm telling you, I was fighting it. Cause when Yank them was taking so long, I kept looking at the car, drive it, or you gonna die, or you gonna pay this nigga 30 grand fixing this whole car. So I cut the car. Them boys came. They said, "Why the car cut off?" I said, "I don't want to drive."
Hey, listen. Now I know the story behind it, right? Because when all of them was coming out, I was like, "Dang, I wonder where Jack at."
Jack was dead. I died in the movie.
You was dead, Jack?
I was dead in the passenger seat, man. I died in the movie, man. All I kept saying, I said, damn, I can't wait to Atlanta to gook out. Now I'm liable to get robbed. I'm liable to, and then I'm like, Yank can't drive my car, because Yank with Crystal, and with his girl, and then he told me Pedro drunk. So I'm like, I told Ace drive it, but I don't know if Ace could drive, and I don't know, you stepping on them turbos could act hockey. I'm happy they found Rico to drive that bitch.
You just had a heck of a day.
All I was thinking about, I was like, damn, bro. I was like, bro. I said, damn. I just hope they don't wreck the vert. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I just hope they don't wreck the vert, man. That's a nigga baby.
So you was having a whole conversation with yourself.
I was having a whole conversation with myself. I'm so fucked up about my car. When my car fucked up, I don't even want to smash my girl. I'm thinking about the shop the next morning. Like, damn, boy, I got to call Pros Tuner. I call the people 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, hey, Purple Rain ain't acting right, man. I can't ride like that.
Look, Somebody said, "Kid, you would have been on all the social media."
Hey, that's all I kept worrying about. Listen, I even prayed to God. I was in there praying to God.
I couldn't have let you do it, Jay. I was on the golf cart. I would have came and got you.
Yo, dog, KP, I really was fighting myself, dog. I'm really fighting myself. I'm telling myself, Jack, you tripping. Cause now, when I took it, it was like around 2, 3. So I said, damn, it's 5 o'clock. This shit still ain't wear off. So I'm like, man, Jack, you gotta fight it, man. You gotta fight it. Man, to the point, Yank stopped answering my phone. Maine stopped answering my phone. A stopped answering my phone. The boy said I called him over 100 times.
They talk about top 5 would have been over with. It wouldn't have been over with, but they would have had to do a press release. They damn sure would have had to do a press, and you would have been on TMZ.
For real, dog. Listen.
He say, naked at the promised land. You would
now I know drinking liquor and edibles, and then you know it was hot.
Yeah.
Then what they were trying to do? They said they was gonna call the paramedics by me. I said, hell no, don't call no paramedics here. I don't need no attention over here. Get my fuck ass out this promised land. That's what I need to do. Y'all can call the medical. I would tell them boys drop me to the hospital. But longer, I couldn't eat, Yank. Hey, all I cared about getting out that promised land. I said, bruh, I'm not finna get ranked on. Yeah, liquor and edibles don't mix.
I would have got you. I would put you on the golf cart and took you somewhere, but I would have laughed so hard.
KP, how you gonna do that when the person is hallucinating?
I would have had them to get you. We wouldn't
Big
have let you.
Big homie Lou, man, the nigga gave me the edibles, man. I was tripping, dude. Man, I was tripping, Lou. Why you think you ain't catch me on stage or on Bar Greasy video saying, you know what I'm saying? I was tripping.
I'm so glad you waited till now to tell this story.
Man, listen, I'm happy the story ain't go like I wanted to go to. Shit.
I'm sorry I'm happy you really didn't die.
Man, I'm happy I ain't go running through that shit, running through butt booty naked. I probably all I would have heard, boy, Jack Dick done wrecked out. Then the next one, all you kept hearing everybody say, you a gook, man. You did some gook ass shit. Yeah, man.
And it wouldn't have been that you was on edibles. It wouldn't have been. They wouldn't have been saying it was edibles.
They probably would have said I was on flop. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I know his heart was beating. My heart was beating fast. Yo, I thought I really was gonna die. I kept drinking water. To the point, when I kept seeing my body start getting dehydrated, I see my body locking up in the car. And when I cracked my neck, I heard that bitch went cock. I said, oh, my brother, I'm gonna die.
Wait, how your neck did?
I went like this to crack it. I just heard cock. I said, oh, Lord, please don't let me die today, Lord. Lord, please don't let me die.
You said, oh, I'm finna die. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead.
Man, I was like, bitch, I'm finna die. That's all I kept saying. Lord, please don't let me die today, man. I really felt like I was close to death right there, boy.
They dropped you off and got out of the streets anyway?
My dog didn't want to leave me because they ain't open the Airbnb. I was in the car. Now I put the seat back. I'm turned over. And I'm like, yo. And I kept telling them boys, man, I'm my bad. I fucked y'all night up. But yo, man, y'all boys don't think of taking me to the hospital? Them boys kept saying, Jack, you straight. Man, we got you. I said, man, the hospital gonna take care of me, man. I said, my heart beating too fast, man. Take me to the hospital. Man, I don't want to die in Atlanta, man.
You rather die in Miami?
Yeah, I'd rather die in Miami. Hey, for real, I thought I was going to the real promised land, man. I hit a prayer before. I hit a prayer when I started seeing I was hallucinating so much. I said the whole Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Listen, boy. If I could have speak in tongues, I would have spoken in tongues.
Oh my God. This is hilarious.
I know one thing. Them edibles better not. If I see a bitch with edibles, salute to you, homie.
They talking about the upper room.
I was the upper room.
Oh my God, Jack. You know not to do that ever again, right?
Nah, I know now not to do that ever again. I won't ever do that again. And some of the people
Look,
kept saying,
somebody say
the
the
people in
caption would have been Dick loose in the province.
man, listen. Hey, some of the people kept saying, fool, I don't know how you up the next day. Because my other dog, Rico, he was like, yo, when I took it, I was fucked up for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I said, bruh, I was drinking that water, man. I was drinking that water. And then, listen, when we were driving, right? We on the highway. I kept telling them boys, yo, pull over. I got to pee. I got to pee, man. Y'all boys, look here. I'm telling you, I got to pee. I'm going to pee in this car now. I made them boy pull over on the side of the highway. And then it's like, I said, God damn, every
You didn't
30
even
minutes
have to
I'm
pee.
peeing. I said, boy, this shit some real shit here, boy.
They said it would have been top 4 after the streaking episode. Oh my God. I'm so glad that I
Man,
did. I could just see myself, my head going this way
no,
and this way.
I can see what you would have been doing too. You would have pulled out that phone. Is that Jack from Top 5? The nigga that owned Purple Rain? Look at him gooking.
I couldn't have did that.
This world
I would
here,
have had to get
hey,
you.
and this world here now, niggas ain't coming to help. Boy, niggas gonna put that bitch on the ground and they just gonna watch
Right.
who
They're
wreck
gonna
out.
record you first. Right.
I drunk 40
Oh my
gallons of water, boy. Hey, to the point, I knew it was water bottles that was not my water bottle. I knew other niggas done drunk, and I was like, fuck that shit. I stopped drinking them niggas water bottles. I'm like, bitch, I need help. Listen, I was looking for, I seen water bottles underneath I seen water bottles underneath the chair. I drunk them shit. I'm like, boy. I said, bro, listen again. Never again.
Well, at least you had that one episode and now you over. You done with edibles, right?
I'm done
No
with
more
edibles.
edibles.
None more
Okay.
edibles.
Okay. All right. So can I tell you in reference to that top 5, right? When
Yeah.
you guys started doing it, I was like, oh, this is great. This is something dope. And then you start, of course, seeing the hate happening. And now I gotta say, I'm super proud of you guys because you have turned it into a business,
Yeah.
branding and stuff like that. That's super dope. That you were just able to take something that you guys just started from fun and turn it into a business.
Shit, you see what Ross told him, man? We gonna make it a business from this point, man. But the
Right,
car game,
right.
man.
Already, you guys have turned it into merch. What shirts and you have hats as well?
I think Dollar supposed to be making some hoodies.
Okay, so just shirts and hoodies for right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I gotta salute you guys because first of all, I tell people all the time, you guys' cars are pristine, right? But I feel like when anybody builds their car, they should build it and they should feel like their car is the dopest. Like,
yeah. Cause I feel like
I feel like
mine
my
is
car
top
is the
one.
dopest. I feel like I'm top 5. I'm top 1.
Yeah, you supposed to feel like that. If you don't feel like your car number one, then you might well throw that whole shit in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Somebody said hats too. Yeah, y'all. I think y'all gonna make a lot of stuff. Probably y'all gonna have top 5 socks and top 5 hats and all type of stuff. It says it's and the IG is top 5 apparel.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So outside of the car culture, how do you manage being in the car culture and your popularity growing and all the things you do in the car culture, and balance it with your personal time?
Um, shit, cause you still got to grind. Shit, you still got to grind. So my personal time, I do auctions, so Trying to fix cars and sell cars. I gotta keep Bay up.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
So
keep, like they say, having an old school is like a endless check.
yeah, my new shirt says having an old school car um addiction is worse than having a drug addiction.
Yes, sir. She take more
Yeah.
money than my girl.
Wow.
You
Well,
see,
but your car you don't have to do a lot of stuff to your car because right, it's in good working order now, right?
yeah, but like one of them boys told me my interior was dirty. I had to call Joey. Boy told me my interior dirty. I had to call Joey. Like my rims were scraped up. That when you see, I said I gotta go get baked teeth right. Them boys told me I couldn't come to the promised land with some rim scraped off my rims. You feel me?
Right.
And you see I had to go get a whole nother trunk. The monster I was trying to go to the promised land with the crack trunks. Them boys say, hey boy, don't do that, boy. Them boys gonna ride you now. Boys gonna ride you.
So not only was you gonna have a cracked trunk, you was gonna be running naked through the promised land. That wouldn't have been a good look.
That wouldn't have been a good look for real. Shit happened to them cars because at the same time we be stepping on it. And when the crowd there, we like to put on a show. So, shit, horsepower, you gonna break a lot of shit.
So someone had asked the question, what's the price if you decide to sell?
I love that. I love her too much, man. They gotta come give me three.
Three.
They gotta come give me three.
So if somebody come today and say, I got $275 cash, they can't get it.
Nah, because I sold it for the $250 and I was looking sick.
Uh-huh.
So, they got to come with the three to make it worth my while.
Did you ever think you would have a car that was worth an old car that was worth $300,000?
Shit, them 7-1s, all them worth now money now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you feel me?
Right. But back when you
Back in
first
the day.
started,
You see, like back in the day when them older niggas were dropping their cars, they ain't do what we do. Them older niggas,
right.
they used to just slap paint. If they had holes in the bottom, niggas ain't going to check if you got holes underneath the car, or you pasture it up. You put a fresh paint, fresh interior, and fresh motor. You riding. See now you gotta do frame off. You got a powder coat underneath the shit. You gotta make sure you got the right coilover suspension. You gotta make sure you got the right interior. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta go to Joey's and make sure Joey's put that top on. You feel me? Then you gotta go one of the raw shops, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Killer, then you got Rick, then you got Pros Tuning, then you got them boys DNL. You gotta go one of them top name shops. You know what I'm saying? So a bitch can know you stamp.
Right.
You feel me? Like they say, you can't cut no corners no more. Cause if you cut corners, niggas gonna peep it.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like.
So you think in order for it to be a valuable build, you have to do things like go frame off.
Yeah, see, like I ain't gonna lie right now, Purple Rain wasn't framed off because she was clean underneath and she ain't had no holes, but nigga ranking me now, saying I ain't frame off. But in a little bit, I'm finna go get frame off. So I could seal the deal right there. You can't rap.
Right.
But if you look at it, I'm like frame off because I got the rib cage. They got the rib cage built under there. Everything powder coated black. You feel me?
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It's just an imitation frame off, but it got work underneath done to it. I look at it imitate, but you can't.
You said
If
an
I ain't tell
imitation
you,
frame off.
huh?
You said an imitation frame off.
That's why I call it because it ain't frame off, but it got all the work done underneath it because it was a strong, good body. It was not a lemon. You feel me? The nigga ain't had to patch nothing and none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was real good and strong underneath there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you have not already owned your dream car, outside of a dump, do you have a dream car?
I ain't gonna lie, that was my dream car. That's why I got two.
Really?
Yeah, that was my dream car, man. Watching them boys on 6A, the older niggas coming through, and they, I used to be State Barn Patrick box. So I used to, you know what I'm saying? Then I used to be holding Fufa box Chevy. Then I used to be asking Robert to hold his dunk. So it's like, man, I was like, man, fuck that. Now I'm older now. Time for me to get my own shit. Then you know, or I used to cut the corner, go holler at T-Boo, get his car. You feel me? And I used to just come by the schoolhouse stunting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh.
So I remember the days of East Coast Riders, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing Murph dunk, and I was like, because of course I'm from Florida, so you know dunks are a way of life for us in Florida. But I remember seeing Murph dunk that with that Coach interior.
Yeah. And
I was like, man,
that shit was
now that's on
clicking out
another
like
level.
crazy.
That was on another level.
Yeah, it was.
He is one of the reasons that I really fell in love with dunks.
Yeah, yeah. He one of them too. Stay watching him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So G bodies, you would never build a G body.
I don't mind G body, but I ain't gonna build a G body. I like a dome. I like a vert.
Mm-hmm.
I like to ride close to God, even though they got T-tops. I just like to be close to God.
Well, I can be closer to God too with my T-tops.
Shit, but if you still got something in the middle that's stopping you.
We're not Jack. We ain't gonna fall out, Jack. We ain't
No, I'm
gonna
just
do it.
saying you still got something in the middle that's stopping you. Man, like you know how they used to say, you ride through South Beach with the dick skin back? Yes, sir. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where's the next place we can catch you.
Oh shit, Memorial Weekend, man. I'm going Memorial Weekend, man. I'm gonna be at Wynwood. Then I'm going to South Beach. Then I'm going to Fort Lauderdale Beach. You feel me? I'm cutting through the city.
Okay.
And I want
then
to say
talk to
one
us a
time.
little bit.
One,
Go
I
ahead.
want
I'm
to say
sorry.
one time from my dog Smallville transporter who got a nigga up to the promised land real good. You know, y'all he only transporting donks, man. Smallville.
He only transports dunks.
Yeah. How many kilos on your Cuban? Oh, I got a 1,000 gram and one of 800 gram.
Talk to us a little bit about the top 5 car show.
Top 5 car show is gonna be like another miniature Rick Ross car show. Boys, we
Mm-hmm.
finna come put on. We gonna get drunk. We gonna hang out. We gonna vibe. Yeah, we doing it for the
But no
culture.
edibles, Jack.
No edibles. I'm trying to vibe with my dogs. I ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I missed the grant. This the best part. When you leaving out the car show and you get to peel
Right.
out and let the people see what power you got. You feel me? I ain't get to
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
I know you seen Nava came out that thing stepping, Trav came out that thing stepping, Coke came out that thing stepping. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't get to let them turbos build up, man. And
I
have
for
fun.
sure seen it. I was like, dang, I wonder where Jack at. Not
Jack,
knowing you was talking
Jack
about
was
you was in the
dead.
car dead.
Jack was dead trying to recover, man. Hey, KP, one thing I told the niggas, listen, I don't give a fuck how fucked up I am, but y'all niggas don't kiss me and don't give me no CPR. Take me to the hospital, huh? I ain't with that shit. Nah. Motherfucker might well let me die. I ain't, and don't put your lips on me.
He won't
Oh, big bro, shit down side. Oh, shit sideways. Oh, bro had it going sideways? Okay.
You told him to let you.
Yeah, let me die.
You.
No. Let me die. Hell no. I ain't it. Let me die.
Why?
Unless y'all gonna bring a chick from the crowd and I pay $100 to give me CPR. Ain't no nigga giving me no CPR. That's on God.
If you dying, how you gonna pay $100?
KP, I was on point because I thought I was gonna pass out. I'm like, yo, if I die, man, if I need CPR, one of y'all boys go get one of them girls and go on my wallet because I made sure I gave Maine my wallet. And I was like, hey, bro, here my wallet, man. So, man, pay somebody, do something.
You are
Now
so silly.
nigga gonna be pumping me and open my mouth and kiss me. No, don't blow no hot breath of yours in my mouth. Shit.
You are so silly. Ain't nobody gonna let you die.
That just like they say you can't. No. Don't do me like that.
You
Cause
think you can't come back
even
from that, huh?
even the paramedics, they ain't gonna put their mouth on you. They gonna put the thing over you and then tell you 1, 2, 3. You feel me? Shit.
Only you would think about something like.
For real. Hold on, boy. You don't know this Instagram now? Boy, you ain't see that nigga kiss Jack in the mouth? He was saving Jack. And all I'm gonna have to come back. The nigga was saving my life. They gonna say, Jack, you done kissed the man. What can I tell him?
Listen. We rather for that to be the case than for you to be streaking through the promised land.
They had paramedics out there, man. They had paramedics. Let the paramedics out there say, I seen 2 people passed out. The paramedics was on point. I just didn't want the paramedics to do it on me. Then everybody would have came to the car. Who that is? Who that is tripping? Boy, that Jack tripping? Boy, that nigga done played, man. That's a dumb nigga, man. Nigga come way to Atlanta and gook out.
Listen, so from now on, Jack, every time I see you,
we gonna say edible free.
I'm gonna think about this story and I'm gonna laugh.
You know how that girl say, that little girl say, I'm kid free, I'm edible free.
You gotta make that a shirt. You gotta get an edible and get one of them red circles and put a line.
Hey, see, boy, I was waiting on Purple Rain to come out the promised land to go sideways. I was waiting on Purple. Rico told me he went sideways, but I don't know. And I put that cable wire back there. I was ready to act up fool in that shit.
Jack, listen, you have had me laughing dang near the whole. You
wanted
told
to
me
know where I was at. And then it was so crazy. I heard when everybody left, they left my vert over there by itself. It was lonely.
You told me this was gonna be a good interview.
Yeah.
You sure did.
Jack, you got a 6.0? Nah, I got a 7. I got a 7.0. I got a 427.
So anything else? Is there anything else you want your fans, followers, supporters to know before we get out of here?
Y'all go check me out on YouTube, man. Just hit my page and go to the bio, run the numbers up. You know, I'm gonna give you more footage of Purple Rain. You know, it's the return of Purple Rain. You feel me?
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
I think it's Purple Rain 71 or something like that. But I know the thing say bringing the culture back, cause we really bringing the culture back. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, you know I'm trying to.
Go ahead.
You know I'm trying to be a YouTuber, man. I'm trying to be a YouTuber, man. So y'all can keep seeing me dropping these bills. You know what I'm saying? I love this car shit.
You're not trying. You are a YouTuber. If you got a YouTube, you're not trying. You are.
Oh, see, my boy said Purple Rain 71. I'm a YouTuber now, man. You know? See, so
Okay.
now, I don't know. When Don Julio coming out? Oh, Don Julio coming out. I'm finna go get another frame and make them powder coat the frame. So I'm finna start working on Don Julio. So when you see both of them, I could go be back to back. And both of my verses gonna have 2 pair of rims. I'm going Dayton's on both of them, man. Dayton's for the car show, and when I'm regular riding around, I'm gonna keep them 6s on.
What made you name that car Don Julio?
Cause it was brown, and I had the gold package on it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And the bottle brown and gold. And you know what I'm saying? So every time you drink Don Julio, I want you to think about that nigga Jack who drive that Don Julio. You feel me?
Jack, this has been. I laughed so hard, my cheeks are hurting.
It's all
and my
okay.
stomach hurt.
You told me come here and give you a real uncut. I gave you real uncut. What happened to me?
You really did. And you know, one thing I can say, because I really do believe in giving people their flowers while they're here. You, ever since I've known you, you have been such a dope guy. Like, you don't act like some guys in the car culture are real assholes, but you've never been that way to me. And I've never had a story where anybody had that to say about you.
Nah, you know, I'm gonna show love, man. That's all it's about. You know, I look at it one hand wash another, 2 hand wash the face. You feel me?
Say that one more time.
1 hand wash another, 2 hand wash the face. So I help you, you help me. Now we come together, we help each other to get to the next level.
Well, I don't know any better way to end the interview. That was all my questions, and
Oh,
I had a ball.
somebody just asked where the name Jack Dick came from. So let me break it down. This is
Go
another.
ahead.
Hey, this is another one, right? I was in middle school, right? So now when I'm in middle school, you know I'm the class clown. So it's a girl named. I ain't gonna say the girl name. So now they come playing with me, right? One playing with that man, and the other one playing with the nipple. This all going. This all going in middle school, right? So now we go to the next class, right? So I see the same two girls come back sitting with me. So I'm like, oh shit, this going down again. So this time I'm playing with they stuff, one sucking my nipple, one playing with the thing in the class, but I got my head down. So now the teacher keep calling me, come upstairs, come to the thing. So I know I'm on hard. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna sit on Stony. So I'm like, man, I can't come up there right there. So she like, Jetty Joseph, come here. So now, you know, back in the days, the old girl used to give you the Teenage Mutant Turtle draws. So I'm thinking I'm good. I put the bitch to the side. When I got up, I see the whole class looking at me. I say, damn. So now I get to the podium. So she said, Jerry Joseph, look down. I look down, I see my shit harder than the rock. So I told her, Mr. Stupion, the classroom cold. So I say, don't when it get cold, your nipple get on hard. So now all my dogs like, man, Jack, what your shit was doing back on hard back there? What you was doing, jacking your dick? I was like, nah, man, them hoes were playing with me back there, man. The fuck, I'm finna be jacking my dick and I'm free. And so the name got stuck with me from there, so they just been calling me Jack Dick, Jack Dick, Jack Dick. And then when I got to high school, I seen all the seniors, they wanted to know, oh, why they call him Jack Dick? And I seen the senior was grabbing the senior girl. Shit, I started vibing. Yeah, baby, Jack Dick is here. The dick here now. Keep on playing. So I ran with the name.
First of all, what kind of middle school was y'all going to?
We were going
Where
to Haitian
all
High.
this was happening?
We were going to Haitian High, Edison Middle.
All that was happening in the classroom?
All that was happening in the classroom. All that. It was so crazy. They came and bothered me.
Oh, they was gonna get you.
They came and bothered me. And what's so crazy? Niggas still on Stone. They bring me to the assistant principal class, assistant principal in her office. Her office cold, so that shit even stone up. That shit even harder. And I can't even tell. She telling me, Jerry, what's wrong with you? I ain't know what to tell her. I wish they had the FCAT at that time. I would have read, think, and explain, but I couldn't read, think, and explain right there. I was like, Miss Peggy Jones, I really don't know what's going on, Miss Peggy Jones.
I cannot listen. I know people who like hang around you on a consistent basis. You keep people you keep people laughing and having a good time.
That's what life's about.
So, last thing I want to ask: what's one piece of advice you would give someone looking to get into building a dump?
Don't cut no corners, because if you cut corners, you're gonna do it twice. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: don't go. And another thing, if you go to a shop and they do everything at that shop, that's not a good thing, cause you subject. Cause when you go to a shop, if you go to a music shop and the music shop they're gonna help you with your top, they're gonna help you wind your car and everything. That's not a good thing, cause you putting too much on that one shop. Cause
Right.
9 out of 10 times he telling you the same thing. He could do everything, but he good at it. But now you making your car sit at one shop too long. So it's better. Okay, if this nigga know how to do a wire, let him do the wire. If this nigga know how to do the music, let him do the music. This nigga how to do the interior. So now you have time. You leaving one shop to go to the next shop, and you can see the process in your bill. Now
Right.
if you keep cutting corners. Now say if you see like the top shops name my name, you feel me? You don't want to go to one of them. You want to go to a Mickey Mouse. Now the Mickey Mouse give you a motor, and the motor ain't running. Now you got to spend out another bread and go on one of the Killer or Rick or DNL, or Pros Tuning. Now it's like you spent that money twice, And that's what some niggas get. Some niggas be like, man, fuck that car, man. I done spent too much money on that car, and shit ain't right. So it's how you do it the right. You do it. Don't cut no corners the first time, and don't. If you go to the shop and they tell you they can do everything, stop right there, homie.
Okay.
If you the music shop, yeah, I know you can do all that other stuff, but nah, I want you to just work on the music, and I'm gonna take it to another shop that's really gonna do the motor, or another shop that's gonna do the interior. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I ain't hating on no shop. Them same shop, they subcontracting your shit, so they putting extra bread on top of you. So unless you can go to the source yourself, you feel me?
Right.
So that's all it is to it.
Jack, it's always a good time speaking with you, but today I learned a lot. I really did.
And now
I learned a lot.
you been seeing them edible them things. Don't get on them edible.
Next time I see you, you need to have on a shirt with an edible in the middle and that red circle with the line through it.
Then I'm hating on the people that's selling the edibles. I'm gonna just tell a nigga if they with me, homie, hey, homie, if you finna get on the edible now, hey, homie, I ain't here, I ain't doing no CPR if you start dying, homie. I'm letting you know now. I'm gonna find me a lady and give the lady a honey. She better breathe in your mouth, but I ain't. Listen, homie.
But what if she don't know how to do CPR?
I'm a teacher. That's why they got YouTube on the phone. That's why I'm a YouTuber. YouTube CPR. Hey, let you learn quick and fast. Hey, save my dog now.
You wasting time. He gonna be dead.
He ain't gonna be dead. We got the new iPhone, baby. The internet work real strong.
Okay.
Just like we don't cut no corners on our car, we ain't cut no corners on these phones. You feel me?
Jack, this has been a great interview. I had a good time with you. So the next place you said we'll see you, Dale, you'll be riding through Memorial Day, and then you'll be at the top 5 car shows. Those are the next 2 places we'll see you.
Yeah. I'm coming through with the marching bands. You know what I'm saying? Like the song say, like Bob Grease say, coming through.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I was mad.
Right.
I was mad. I couldn't be on I couldn't be on Bob Greasy's video. This fuck ass edible done took me out the game.
You was over there dead.
Yeah. I was hooting. All I kept thinking about was, I'm finna die today, God.
Jack, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. I really appreciate it. So everybody, that was Jack. That's his Instagram name. You can drop the screen down and go follow him. 2006 Jack D. Also, his YouTube. Go ahead.
Range 71.
Yep. And also, y'all make sure y'all go follow Top 5 Apparel.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell the story on YouTube, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow my boy Dollar Novel, Top 5 Appeal, get them shirts. You feel me?
Jack, thank you so much. I'm sorry, you go ahead.
No, they said they want you to interview Lucky.
It's coming. Okay. Lucky coming. We're in negotiations. I'm in negotiations with a lot of people.
Okay.
So thank you, Jack, for joining us today. I really appreciate you.
All right, salute.
Have a great day.
All right.
Man, y'all, I laughed so hard talking to Jack. Oh my goodness, this was a great interview. So if you guys missed any of today's episode of Rise and Vibes, it'll be uploaded to the YouTube channel in about the next 30 minutes. So y'all make sure y'all click the link in my bio, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, go check out all the past episodes. We have now been doing Rise and Vibes since 2019. So going on our 3rd year. September 2nd will be the 3rd year of Rise and Vibes. Once again, today's episode of Rise and Vibes is sponsored by Impact Interior Products. They supply all of your interior needs: leather, fabric, vinyl, carpet, for cars, planes, boats, anything you need. One other thing I want to talk about, while I was at the Promised Land car and bike show, I ran into the Griffin brothers. And the Griffin brothers have I'm not sure if y'all can see these. I'm trying to get it out of these are door holders. They hold your door open. If you're in a car show, sometimes they count off for your door not being open so they can see your door jam. So what these do, and they can put anything you want on them. So I mean, if you want your car name or or like some of the top 5 guys, theirs say top 5. Mine says Monte Carlo SS. They could put KP Rides and Vibes. They can put whatever you want on them. They're called door props. So y'all go follow the Griffin brothers if you want to grab some of these for your car. A lot of people have car show cars. Oh, flip it. Okay. So now y'all can see the word. Mine says Monte Carlo SS, but some of the guys said top 5, and it comes in a set. So they come with 2, and they're not that expensive. So y'all go follow the Griffin brothers. This is them right here. I'll pin their name. So y'all go follow them. They'll ship them to you. They can put whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure it may be a little bit more for them customizing them for you. I'm not really sure the pricing. Y'all get with them on the pricing, but this is super dope. I can't wait to use these on my car when my car is finally ready. And lastly, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I also sell G-Body parts. My other Instagram page is G-Body Parts Connect, and I sell things like, these are some of the things that I never thought about getting when I was building my car, right? So these are Monte Carlo rear side marker gaskets. So you put these inside your rear side marker lights to hold them in. These are the gaskets. Like literally everything almost is brand new on my car, as far as new parts, new this, new that. So when you're building cars, you need somebody to help you when you're looking for parts. So y'all go follow G-Body Parts Connect. Y'all go follow the Griffin brothers. Y'all go follow Impact. And Impact is Impact I_IP on Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Jack D. And also make sure y'all go subscribe to Jack D's YouTube channel. The link is in his bio. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it for today's episode of Rides and Vibes. Next week, we'll be talking to Coach K. So if y'all have missed, like I said, any of the past episodes, y'all make sure y'all go click the link in the bio and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll also, when I post a little clip of this interview with Jack D, I'll make sure that I put the link in my story as well. Thank y'all for tuning in to today's episode of Rides and Vibes, and I'll see y'all next week at 7 on Tuesday.